What's going on, people? Welcome to the United Stand. Southampton 2, Man United 3. KG is happy.
Wait. Free seats, everybody, right now. All right.
Before we crack on, I've got to say a big welcome to Alex. Been a while since you've been on the channel, bro. So big up to you for coming on. You happy? You feeling good?
Absolutely buzzing after that. I was saying to Jewelty at half time, I'm like, oh God, I picked a good show to come back to, but absolutely elated at half.
You did, 100%. And big up Aiden, aka Jota, who is absolutely fuming because Ollie lives on.
No, I'll gas you one, bro.
100%. Listen, man. Alex, you're a new guest, man. Hold tight, everyone in the free seats as well. Big up everybody. Hold tight, everyone in the paid seats right at the front with the super chat.
Big up
everyone. So we've done our formalities. Big up all the gangs. Big up everyone. But I'm going to start with Alex because it's first time on the show for a long time, man. A great comeback today.
It was absolutely brilliant. I mean, I thought in the first half we were really unlucky anyway. I thought we were by far the better team. They didn't really create anything in open play. It just all seemed to be from James Ward-Prowse. And like personally, as an England fan, I just don't rate him at all when he plays for England. He just offers nothing apart from those set plays. But from those set plays, he is damn dangerous, as you saw firsthand. I think only Beckham's now scored more free kicks than him. And obviously he's really good on the corners. But Cavani, I don't understand why people, when we first signed him, everyone was like saying how bad our transfer window's been. I never understood why people were saying that Cavani was a bad signing. We have every season an ex-Fleetwood striker who's the same age as Cavani competing for the Golden Boot. So why was anyone ever worried that one of the best strikers of the past decade was going to hit the ground running?
We can't be reflective like that. I hear what you're saying. If you've been chasing Sancho the whole time, I can understand why people felt that way, but we don't care about that right now.
Anthony Tracy says Cavani with all that pace and movement around him, Bruno, Martial, and Rashford is the answer right now. Belly Visual says we got Cavani in the building, aka Alex. They're giving you the little Cavani lookalike. So we've got Jota, Cavani. Someone said Lukaku about KG. And someone called me Nicholas Anelka.
No, you're Julian Lescott.
I'm Anelka.
No, you're Julian. Bro.
You're Titus Bramble. Shut up. Aiden, big win today, man.
Yeah. Do you know what, man? When it was 2-0, I was like, mate, I'm fuming because you know what I've said on past shows about confidence playing. I saw us knocking the ball around well, and I was thinking, all right, that's good. But I said we need to maintain this. We can't just, when we're in good periods, play well, and then when we're in bad periods, not pass the ball around well. But when it got later into the game, we kept on doing it. I think people like Fred were instrumental in that. Van de Beek, I can't sing this guy's praises enough. You know, a few weeks ago I was saying I wanted him back. He's so press resistant. He keeps it simple. He doesn't overcomplicate it. He's exactly what you want in that midfield. He's a simple midfielder, and also, I know this is a bit off topic, but Wan-Bissaka, I meant to say it last show. We all know that he's not particularly good on the ball, but last week he just came out of this Cruyff turn, flicks and tricks, and he did it again today. And I'm saying people need to catch on to this because he's been so good on the ball the last 3 weeks, and that's one thing I really want people to have a look at. If you look on highlights, have a look. So yeah,
tell Flex to look.
Bro, look, honestly, I've always said he's trash on the ball, but he's been really good these last.
But he's getting better. He's improving, right?
He's getting better. Yeah.
There we go.
I agree with you, Flex, honestly, but he's getting better.
No, you're agreeing with me, bruv.
Yeah, both of you, innit?
The thing is, though, with Wan-Bissaka, I find that everyone always says about him going forward, but I find his crossing is actually decent. It's just he so rarely actually bothers to cross.
Yeah.
So when
KG,
when can I speak, bro?
Lebu says, why do you buy into Nzabi look better than Lindelof than when playing with Maguire? El Matador, basically saying they don't look good together. And Chatina says, see, we now understand the comments by Scholes that we need a striker. Take time. We treated this as an insult to Martial. Let's accept that Martial wouldn't have scored such goals. Interesting. It's all going to start coming out of the woodwork. Guys, I'll let you into a bit of an exclusive before you see it. Even Ricky said, I dared to ask Ricky, I said, Ricky, could this be the end of Marshall up front? And he said, yeah, but he goes to the left and Rashford gets dropped. That's what he said. But KG, talk to me, man. I mean, look, you said you was going to come with all kinds of crud if we won this game. And you know what? We have won this game, and it was good in the end.
I don't want to be that guy, yeah, that's getting around saying I told you so, but I'm that guy. Listen, oh my God. I told you, bro. Flex, I said, who is Southampton? It got to the point, yeah, because I tuned in, you know, halftime. I heard you and Mark moaning. Mark was there.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
Flex was like, we haven't turned the corner. It was nuts. I listened to you guys, and I was like, guys, chill out. Someone messaged me at halftime, 2-0 down, because this is how reckless I was speaking. They said, yo, can we still get a result? Straight back. 3-letter word. Yes. We didn't get involved, bruv. What did we do? Oh, my days. Now, let's talk about Cavani, because this is what... Remember I was saying the other day, when we had our show, Thursday, I said, Cavani has to lead the line. He has to. And I said, you got to put in Van der Beek. There's so many things we need to talk about today. But Cavani... Remember those runs? Remember that? There you go. Now we're talking Champions League. I'm saying, listen, they worry about him. The goalkeeper's worrying, defenders, everyone has to worry. When he makes that darting run, and we haven't seen it in years. Now we had to give Scholes, the person that done the super chat. You got to kind of respect what he's saying, because really and truly, we've got no one that makes them kind of movements, that makes those type of runs. Now, don't get twisted. What Martial does very well, because I'm not going to try and make our players battle against each other. We have all of them. They play for us, bro. They win that. No. They all play for us, bro. So why it's exciting here is you got a true striker, real striker, and it's a shame. Oli, we might need to give him some praise today, because the lineup was wrong in terms of Greenwood never showed enough in a Champions League game to demand the start. I don't know what you lot think about that.
Yeah, I could see why he tried to do it, but like we was all saying, Cavani needs some more game time leading that line for sure.
Let him play. The man's got energy, bro. When we first signed him, he was on a treadmill for no reason, bro. He knew he wasn't starting, but he said, "Listen, I'm just gonna show these lot."
Bro, when we first signed him, he was on a treadmill because he bloody ain't played for ages.
He was trying to send a message to us that he got endurance, bro. He was sending endurance messages, bro.
One sec, KG, one sec. Bill Ingram says, Edinson Gunman Cavani needs to start. His movement in the box is different class. KG, please shoot a target. Please shoot a bow and arrow.
All needs to clip that.
KG turned to Robin Hood. And there's another super chat here from Daniel Harden. Says, respect Lindelof on him. If Martial plays the game, it's completely different. True, I understand that. Let me make sure I'm putting enough respect to these. Yeah, we got that. And yeah, Alex, look, this Cavani situation is it as simple as that now? What are we doing? Are we putting sorry, it's Tottenham. Are we putting Martial out to the left now for the foreseeable? Because we still have to. KG, I can never try and talk about context with KG because he goes. You know what I mean? So hopefully you're a little bit level-headed. I definitely know Aiden is. KG saying, we're back. Not we're back, but great, brilliant. You know what I mean? Have you got any caution to the wind of I've seen this before, we were 2-0 down, etc.? Or are you in the camp of actually, see, this is what Oli can do. This is the mentality these players can have.
Well, it blows my mind, first of all, that it's taken this long for him to get a start in the first place. But with regards to Martial on the left, why, based on this season so far, you can only judge on form. Yeah, he was brilliant last season through the middle. But what has he done that makes him deserve it more than Rashford? Rashford's our second top goal scorer. I think he's second top assists after Bruno as well. Martial's done absolutely nothing apart from the couple goals he scored. He's really low on confidence. At his best, should he start there over Rashford? You can definitely make a case for it. But if he is going to start there on the left, you're going to be moving Rashford to the right or playing Mata there, who he's a bit hot and cold. Greenwood, I'm a bit biased with him because he's by far my favourite player, but I saw someone else tweet it earlier, and it is completely true. Those two chances, we say he had a poor game, which I thought he looked lively, but his finishing was poor. Last season, he banged both those two goals. So he's dealing with issues at the moment. But how is he going to get his confidence back if he's subbed off at halftime? Obviously, it proved to be a masterstroke. But I was thinking during the game, we should have been changing to that three up front rather than just the split two strikers. But obviously, paid dividends in the end. But I don't think Rashford deserves to be dropped at the moment. But I know you then enter the debate that everyone loves having of just causing tension between making it about Rashford versus Martial again. But he played well on the right against the Turkish team that we played the other day. So he can do it. But again, it's just that right wing problem that we discussed, obviously, with Sancho in the summer.
Oh, what a goal! Oh,
Who?
Offside. Werner. Offside.
Thanks, man.
Sorry. Aiden, so basically Alex sort of saying take it game by game. We don't really need to create this must happen and this must not happen, X, Y, Z. Aiden, how do you see it? It could be on. Do you see it as no, make that change, or more how Alex sees it, which is, well, game by game, we'll see what happens?
So do you mean in terms of Rashford and Martial, that sort of dynamic?
Yeah. Or do you think they should change, or should Cavani stay on the bench? How do you see it?
Well, I've always said that one thing I think Martial, if you look at the top 5 dribblers in the league, it's probably Martial's definitely in there. His dribbling is incredible. And I think one thing we've missed is he doesn't go over to the left and come in a lot. And I think that's one thing that I really like with him. And I think that he can play on the left. Remember, he got 19 goals there in his first season on the left. And I also think if you look at Rashford, his hat-trick against Leipzig, anytime he scored goals, and even when he was on the right the other day, he was always on the right of the two. So I think Rashford can play on the right. And I think Cavani, I just think he offers a different element. I think that maybe once he could hold up the ball, but I don't think he can do it like Martial anymore. I don't think he's quick enough. But I think we saw it a few games ago. Martial can hold up the ball and Cavani could still be up front. He doesn't have to play up front. But to be honest, I think Rashford on the right, he's done really well. So I think we could try it. But yeah, I think we need to give them time. They're all going to have high points. They're all going to have low points. But I think what we need to make sure now is that I think Greenwood, I don't know if I think we got very, very excited in last season. I think we need to slowly edge him back in. So I think 1 or 2 games, I feel like he didn't really make good decisions today. But yeah, I think that, we're gonna have to see. But I think Cavani, mate, he has to start up front. I 4-3-3.
Before I come back to you, let me get these super chats now. Adams, big up yourself. Game in hand, gang.
Boom. Smoke. Keep smoking.
What, Adams? What do you mean outside now?
No, I'm reading his comment. He didn't do enough.
Hold on 1 second. Ollie, belly visual. Ollie building for the future and needs experienced players to blend in these up and coming young players, and that takes time. Just before it timed out, and the last one before it times out, Blake. I'm not having it. Scholes has been straight disrespectful to Martial. Fair enough, he doesn't play like Cavani, but Scholes has been mixing. This is when he talks about the striker situation. And Salah says, Rashford, besides the cross for Cavani, was poor as he missed chances and decision-making was not good enough. Cavani as well as Bruno won us the game. So thanks for the contributions there. KG, go to the super chat.
I'm reading the super chat because you don't want to read it, but I'm going to read it. No, you'll sit down, bruv. Let's go. Game in hand, gang. Flex, come outside now. Pastor Fred was handing out sermons.
Yeah, you hold that. You wanted them sold in the summer.
I told you, I went to church, bruv. I've been baptized again, bruv. Let's go. Listen.
Big up, Adams.
No, Adams, I love that message. Now let's really get into this. Yeah, we need to talk about Donny van der Beek. I want to know you lot's opinions on Donny. Yeah, because can you drop this man? Can he get out of the team? Harsh was saying a madness last time we saw him. A lot of people were saying that this team is a bit too expansive, and we can see Donny van der Beek is a true midfielder. You know, he is so silky. Anyone, go ahead.
With Alex, I mean, Donny van der Beek. I know you said about the Rashford situation and Martial. It doesn't have to be that. Do you have the same kind of thinking with that?
With Van der Beek, I think it's a bit of a hard one because obviously he's a brilliant player, but I found in the Champions League game we did concede a lot of chances to a pretty subpar team with that Fred Van der Beek double pivot. So today we were a bit more solid with Matic, but overall I don't know how you guys see it. I don't really like that diamond formation particularly. But I mean, maybe it's just because we haven't really played it that many times. But I don't think we've really looked that outstanding with it. Although with that said, we did create a lot of chances today. But I feel like to play that effectively, you need really good attacking fullbacks so that they provide the width. But overall, Van der Beek has been really good. But it's just an issue of fitting him and Bruno in the same team without just getting completely overrun in midfield, which I think is going to be the main thing that we're going to have to try to sort out. But I find it's the same with Van der Beek and Cavani. Why is it taking so long for them to get a start? Because in their cameos, they have been playing really well. And it's like, I was saying it to a mate after the game, that about how good Cavani was. And he's like, well, he's just going to get dropped for Martial next game anyway. And it's the same with Van der Beek. If we go into this next game and he gets dropped for McTominay, because remember, McTominay's injured. So if McTominay comes in next game, would you be remotely surprised?
Good points, because I think that we can only go off what Ollie has kind of showed us in the past, and usually those are the kind of decisions he makes. And had McTominay have been fit today, we don't know what that team would have looked like. Had Martial been fit today, where would Cavani have possibly come on? Maybe Mason might come on instead of him. We don't know. Maxime says Greenwood and Matic were useless, absolutely useless. Greenwood didn't have a good game, but let me tell you about Matic today. Matic, I said at the start to Mark, I don't know if he's listening, KG, or you guys. I was like, the fact that we've got Van der Beek, Bruno, and Fred, I like that Matic is in there, because you've got players who are going to move about. They might lose possession the odd time, but they're clever footballers, and they're going to want to be, flexible and try and get about the pitch. Matic, I think, was superb today. There was one mistake he made, I think, where we switched the ball and he kind of went under his foot and went out. Then another one in that the first couple of minutes where he put it out for a goal kick. But other than that, I thought he swept up well. So big up for the super chat. I don't agree with Matic, though. Aidan, on the Van der Beek situation, back to that, what KG was asking you, what's your thoughts? Because how do you leave him out? You can't play everyone.
Well, I think simple answer is you don't leave him out. I think the problem we're having is, I think Ole's doing it, is the debate should be who's going to do the defensive work, not who's going to do the attacking work. And I think that's the main problem we've had. We're all about, Pogba, Bruno, Van der Beek. No, that's not the debate. Debate is who should do the defensive work. Because the problem is never they can't attack, it's we can't defend. It's because there's too many of them. So it just irritates people say, we need to put Bruno, Van der Beek. It's not about that. It's about who we're going to put at the base. And I think whoever's performing the most consistently, we put at the base. And with Van der Beek, he's so press resistant. He can really play in a pivot. I mean, we saw it with Fred. But I'd probably just play Matic, Van der Beek and Bruno. I mean, it's harsh on Fred to drop him. But I remember the 4-3-3 with 2 AMs is what's really got us the most success. Did it under Ole's interim regime. I don't know why he's so against it. He has to play a pivot.
I just can't drop Fred. I just love Fred right now.
I know what you mean. It's so hard. But I think
doing so well.
But I think Matic has the legs though to play in that 2-man midfield. Like obviously prime Matic could have, but can 2020 Matic play it?
I think he can. I think he can.
Plays well though, doesn't he?
I think he can.
He can play well with like Fred or with McTominay next to him, but when you have like Pogba or Van der Beek next to him, will he still be as effective? Because he's going to be on his own a lot of the time. Is just what I'm wondering. I'd love it if it, but I'm just questioning whether he can do it.
I hear you. KG, we got a great super chat here from Ash G. KG, are you Ollie in yet?
Listen, no, not yet. I'm holding it down, but don't get twisted. The positivity is taking over, bro. But I'm holding it down because all I want to see is we start climb up the league. Yeah, listen. After Christmas, and we're 4 points behind, or like 2.1. Oh my days! I'm going mental. I'm all in. Listen,
Bill says KG is a born again. Bill says KG is a born again Fred believer. Big up for the super. Right. I hear you there. Okay,
and I'm one. I got some more that you missed. Brad Lewis, yeah. I think Fred's work today was very under the radar. Class effort from the pastor, amazing. Then I've got another one. Yeah, we've seen that one. That's it. KG, where's the old school klaxon sounds when man them are chatting rubbish, bruv? So when you lot are chatting rubbish, they want me to play something to let you know you're chatting. It's usually Aiden though. Aiden says imagine.
You need to press it for yourself. You're the one who talks the most crap.
I do. It's true.
That's bad. I couldn't see those super chats. They're not coming up here for some reason, but you can see them. That's fine. Okay, Ollie, because he was brave. I thought because having to change the keeper at 2-0 down at half time because he had to. Right. I think it would be very easy for Ollie, the Ollie that we maybe think that he is, to kind of go, I'm not going to bring on Cavani now, though. I won't, let me see how it goes 10 minutes. I've had to change the keeper. But what are we giving Ollie today in terms of how he's done, and is he starting to turn a corner, Aiden? Is he starting to turn a corner?
Again, I said this. I think it was with the Newcastle game. I said you've got to uphold standards. We've got to, because our club, if you look at the last few years, we have been losing our identity. And I'm not gonna change what anyone says. Anyone can say to me, a win versus Southampton is not going to change it. I'm Ollie out until he can show me that he can win a big trophy. Because what you can't let slip is when you're at your lowest, your standards slip. You have to maintain. You have to visualize that goal. We have to keep our integrity. We're Man United. So I'm not going to say, even if we get top 4, is that really good enough for you to say he's the man for the next 4 or 5? No, we need to be winning titles. So I'm going to praise him. I think the substitution early, brilliant. We needed that. He hasn't done that for so long. And I'd say, well done, Ollie, for that.
Yes.
I'd say also, I don't think it was Ollie's fault, the errors. I think it was a Fred foul, was it? And then that zonal markings, I think we've had that problem for a while. But I don't think it was Ollie today that cost us the goals. But I'm still going to say I'll praise him because I have no agenda. I will praise him when he does well, like with the sub today.
Good,
but I'm not going to get Ollie in until he shows what I want to show, and that's a proper trophy. So that's it.
I'll tell you what, if there's ever an amicable, peaceful way to beat Ollie out, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's just that's what I feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, but at least you're not, like you said, it's not agenda driven. You just got clear reasons. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Clear reasons as to why I think this. But however, if he does well and whatever, I don't mind. Jim Johnson says, KG smiling like an uncle looking for a bowl of fufu. Love that.
All right.
The other guy says Rashford at 2-0 down, shot at goal in a 2v1. I was fuming then. I'm not gonna lie. I said you better hope it's offside, and he's lucky it was. Andrew Esther says, I bet $10 down, 2-0 down at half time. I said Cavani on hat trick won me $120. Hells yeah. And the next one is from Ninja Smurf United. It says, with the smart runs that Martial and Cavani make, having them both play up front in a diamond with the midfield we had today, those two would be lethal. What do you think, guys? That sounds pretty good.
Problems though. So is what we had. We got 2 injuries. Tell us, was that a hamstring? What was that?
I think it looked like it could have been a groin, but it looked more like let's just take him off because he's getting a bit tired. Hopefully he's all right, because if we have to see Brandon Williams go left back, then we could be in for a bit of trouble. Joseph says there is no way Ollie is less Man United identity than the managers we've had since Sir Alex Ferguson. We seem to have forgotten how little excitement Man United had before Ollie. And Belly Visual says it's been a mad year plus a mad start to the season where a lot of elite teams are struggling. So the question, all 4 of you on the panel and anyone watching, would you say Klopp or Pep out if they was in the same situation as Ollie? But if they was in the same situation as Ollie, that would be they was in a situation where they hadn't won anything with their team, 2 years in, not really much signs, inconsistency. They're not in the same.
And a proven track record of winning trophies as well.
It's really difficult to, and I'm not disrespecting the super chat. It's just really difficult to kind of do what you've asked us there. So many super chat guys. I want to come back to you as soon as I can, but let me just get these out. One Martinez says, does Aiden realise our average finish since Fergie is 4.7? Ollie is overperforming that without being given any of his primary targets or any right winger. And I think I've now got to them. Okay, I was gonna get to Alex. Alex, what do you think about the mentality of the team turning a corner? Ollie at this precise moment. Where do you sit on it?
Well, with the mentality, I thought at when they scored their first goal, we just absolutely capitulated, and then the second as well, and then we were like clinging on in the first half. And then we obviously, whatever was said at half time, and obviously Cavani coming on obviously made a really big difference, but it was just showing again a lack of leadership, it seemed like, in game when we completely capitulated at 1-0. But overall, did you say as well, what do I think of Ollie? Or
yeah, like not like Ollie in, Ollie out, but I mean in terms of turning a corner and showing what maybe he can become or what this team can become. Have you seen anything? Are you changing your mind?
I mean, not necessarily today, but overall I have seen things, but it just seems we always take 1 step forward, 2 steps back with this team. It's just so inconsistent. Like we'll play absolutely amazing and then we'll just go lose the next game. It just makes no sense. And I thought it was going to be another situation like that. Obviously played really well in the Champions League, and then coming to this game, thought we started well, and then they score completely against the run of play, completely capitulate, and then that happens. But overall, it's still hard to say. I think people calling for his head at the moment, it doesn't make sense to me simply because you can't get a decent manager. I know Poch is available. What's he won? And if you check Poch's record against any of the big six while he was at Spurs, it really isn't that good. And just not winning a trophy with that Spurs side as well. So I'd rather, if like long term, I don't think Ollie will necessarily win us the league. And Aidan's right about saying how standards have obviously slipped, but I think he is building a good team, so we need to just give him time. And then if by the end of the season we finish 6th or 7th, then in the summer find a new manager, but not right now because it makes no sense in my opinion.
Well, basically, Alex, I was just listening to what you're saying there, and you're saying how it would make no sense about Pochettino, because basically you're talking to Aidan and KG because they think that.
So I'm just gonna throw this span into the works. So we've seen today, Cavani, Scholes has been saying for a long time, and some of the things Scholes said is not nice, about Martial. But he said, listen, Man United need a real number 9 to make those runs and do these things. And we've seen what one comes into the team and what he does. We've known we needed a Bruno, for instance. So who's to say that we don't need that the equipment is here now and we need someone to tell them what to do? Who's to say that we don't need an upgrade?
Or we just need someone to actually play the equipment we have, like getting that 9 in finally and then just leaving him on the bench every single game.
This is what I'm saying. So, and I want to get into this as well, because I want to, Aidan, I need to hear what you think about this. 3 seats, obviously. Marcus London said, 3 seats in the build. Oh, he's gone. You're lying. Why would this happen? He basically spoke about the De Gea incident. You know, the miss, the goal that went in. He said basically no one could have saved it. Basically, that's phrasing what he said. What do you say to that?
I'm going to be honest. I on reflection was probably a bit too harsh. When I saw it first of all, I thought, James Ward-Prowse is that good at free kicks. It's basically like him taking a penalty. Like he's like, when he gets it in that position on the left-hand side of the goal on his right foot, it's like taking a penalty for him. He's that good. But I looked at it first and thought, whenever I see a keeper nearly get there but fall into the net, I always say, I need to see that back. Whenever it doesn't clean go in, I'm like, let me see. But when I saw the replay, it was like he was arms outstretched, but it looked like his arm was behind the line, like he was diving not backwards, but kind of reaching backwards instead of sideways or forward. And I thought, maybe he could have
in a row doing that as well.
He did it the other day as well.
Yeah, exactly. Same sort of thing. So, but I want to be more optimistic, and maybe, you know what, haven't seen it quite a few times. It was whipped with a lot of pace, and to get over there, plus sort your feet out, plus get your hand and push it out. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh, but something in me, I don't know. Let us know in the comments, guys, and you guys will have your say now. I just feel like his arm was just I don't know. It just seems a bit funky. I don't know. What are you saying, Aidan?
You know, guys, I said this last week. I was like, do you know what it is? Look, okay, Cage is about to Amanda's going to go on. I'm just trying to be diplomatic. Yeah, you know me. I'm diplomatic with what I say, I think. But I'd say that it's not whether or not. I don't think the debate is whether should it have gone in or should it not. I'd say, does De Gea, number one, look convincing throughout that? And also, he parried it into the path of a Southampton player 2 minutes later. Does he look convincing? And would old De Gea save that? And I feel like old De Gea would have saved that. And I feel like he would have saved the other shot. And I feel like, as I said, a lot of people dissed me last week when I said, if we're going to keep De Gea, I think he needs to be getting back to what he was. And I feel like that doesn't look like he's getting back to what he was for me. And I love De Gea. I love him. I think he's the best player we've had in the terms, he was one of the best keepers in the world. I love him so much. I want him to do well. But you've got to look at it at face value. Would he have saved that in 17-18? Probably. Did he look convincing when he parried it after? No. So I'm just saying a fact. I don't.
No,
do you know what I mean? I love him.
When Aidan said 17-18, I thought the year 17-18.
Oh, sorry. No. Oh, sorry, yeah. You know when he was that madness, yeah. I love him. Do you know what I mean? I love him. I want him to do well. I don't have any agendas against players, but it's just I'm telling you what I'm seeing, and it's just a bit concerning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alex, what are you saying?
Yeah, but then again, to throw it back to you, do you think Henderson would have saved that? I would say probably not. But I was looking.
I think he's 23 though.
Yeah, true. But I was thinking, was his positioning maybe a bit dodgy, knowing exactly where he's going to put it? But
yeah,
I don't know. I have been he's obviously improved a lot having Henderson as the competition for him, but whether he'll ever go back to what he was, it seems unlikely, which is weird because he's not really had that many injuries. He's still relatively young, but it just makes no sense, really. I think it's from that World Cup, like Ramos and PK, like dressing him down and stuff. He seemed to just lose all of his confidence, but he has improved. But it'll be interesting now if he is badly injured. I mean, I think it will just be a bruise, so we'll probably be back in like a game or two. But if Henderson does really take his chance, like obviously he made a few saves, and when he has been playing for us, he has put in some really good saves. So it'll be interesting to see if he can actually win the spot off him. But it seems like, to go back to Ollie as well, that he does have his favourites. So even if Henderson's amazing, that form will just be awarded by getting dropped instantly again.
Before we carry on, KG, Marcus says, why is no one talking about the Cavani boot change? The best tactics of the game. I mean, I was like flipping at Cavani. Get your studs on, like you've done the warm up. You know what the grass is like. What's going on? And then it was like he was trying to do the laces neatly. It's like he's trying to tuck them in. You know when like you buy the vapors when you're young and you want to tuck the vapors. I'm like, just get the boot on. And then he had other ideas when he came on. Cavani, Telles, Van der Beek, better summer than just Sancho? Question mark, says Karen.
Who wants to take that?
I don't know what you guys will think of Sancho, but I think Sancho, honestly, would have been the biggest waste of money. And I know that will be controversial, but there's a difference between scoring in the Premier League and the Bundesliga. If you look at all of his goals and assists last season, how much open space you get. And then if you watch him for England, for example, when he's against those deep blocks, people can say, oh, you play different for national team. And Pogba's a prime example of that because it's a different style of play. But when teams, anyone that watches England a lot can attest to this and back me up. When he's against a low block, he offers absolutely nothing. And people always criticise me for saying Rashford should be starting over him. And clearly Southgate does start Rashford over Sancho for England. And 120 million, people give us flack for Maguire paying 80 million. I could see it already. If we paid 120 million for Sancho, he would be putting nowhere near the numbers he puts up in the Bundesliga. And trust me, we would be getting rinsed every single week. And I'm sure you guys will rate Sancho, but we will probably end up signing him. So I won't say, I told you so. You will see, and I told you so.
First of all, big up Alex. A lot of people agree with you in the comments. Wow. I'll say this as well. Me and KG done a show a couple of weeks back. Yeah. And I think we started laughing our heads off afterwards because we went, was Jadon Sancho really worth 120 million pounds? We looked at each other and we went, not really.
Yeah, exactly.
but you know what, Alex? Big point made. Let's discuss that. I don't want to make this about Jadon Sancho, but because you brought it up, KG.
Yeah.
Is Alex spitting facts there?
Do you know what? But I just don't want to give Ed Woodward any praise. And I feel like it's just like praise to Ed Woodward. He's sitting there like, yeah, I got it right. You know what I mean? Because like, I never want Ed Woodward to feel good. But he's got a point. Do you see what I'm saying? Right now, Donny van der Beek was I don't think we understand how monumental of a signing this guy is. This guy here is literally, he can flex. Please believe me. He can actually play in a two-man midfield. It's coming. We just need the confidence. I think it's that British thing where we need a player that plays in the midfield to be mad, solid, big, breaking everything up. Bro, we've seen players like Santi Cazorla in the midfield, holding things down. We've seen the Silvers. We've seen talented midfielders that are not the biggest. You know what I mean? You don't need that. I think it's a British mentality. Away, have it. They want that. But you know what I mean? You got a player that really looks after the ball. Plus, you got a Bruno. I'm getting excited.
We don't need Sancho anymore then.
We're going to end up signing him anyway.
We need the right winger, but we don't need to spend 120 million. We don't.
Quickly, before the guests, because we've got two other guests waiting to come in. Ario says, keep Alex on the show forever. Masterclass and big capitals. Naho and Zoe Hunter says, old De Gea, Aiden needs to take some time out. Bro suffers headaches when Ollie does well. It's not good for his health. I think that's harsh because I think Aiden's the first person to say.
Do you know what? Yeah, I find those comments funny because, like, if I've got a headache, and I'm creating a better argument than you when you've not, well, you're just dissing me then. I don't see any point in that, bro. I don't see any point. It's just a lot of waffle. It's nothing concrete. You know what I mean? A lot of waffle, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say waffle, bro. Cavani, bro. I swear.
No, I like that. I like that.
Man spun the coop, fam.
Viraj says, I'm not against David De Gea, but Ward-Prowse did the same thing in 2019. Yeah, me and Mark were talking about that goal. He scored 2 free kicks against Villa. No, we were talking about the season before, actually, where he done it against David De Gea at Old Trafford, started one of the top wins.
You missed some super chats, bro. There was one disrespectful one that we need to get into. It's something about let me get there.
Hold on. Oscar Davis says, big up man like Jota speaks facts, the football. Speaks the football very well. So you got supporter there. Kevin says, should have got Grealish then if we weren't going to buy him for 120 million. Should we have bought Grealish for 80 million and left Sancho for 120? Yeah, that's another one. I like this person. I remember they wrote him before. The Wabba, the Dabba, the Wabba Dabba Do. De Gea just looks stupid because he actually tries to save the free kick. Most keepers just don't move in the same situation. That's actually pretty true. Go on,
someone was saying that there was a super chat. Can't remember who said it, but he said, "Raw, what's you lot's thoughts on Rashford?" And they wrote lazy. I couldn't believe
he's not lazy. He works hard.
There you go. But the Rashford abuse that I was seeing here today, yeah, and I put a tweet. I said, I can't wait for Rashford to get a goal today to silence everyone. Now he didn't got the assist, but he got an assist. People were at him saying Rashford, and all that stuff came up again. It pisses me off, bro. Because
let me say this though, KG. Yeah, I feel like, you know me. If someone's not playing well or you don't rate them as a player, I have no issues with that. I just have issues with respect and name calling and calling this that whatever. Yeah. When he has actually achieved a lot for his young age. So for me, was Rashford frustrating me during the game? Yes. Did I think Rashford had a poor game up until he got the assist? Yes. Do I think Rashford makes the wrong decisions quite a lot of the time? Yes. However, I say this a lot of the time, and KG, we have conversations about this very thing. And I think he just proved in one game exactly what I mean about him. Like why I say he's not at the world best level yet. But he's on his way up, just chill, because someone who is at that world level makes better decisions on a more consistent basis than Marcus Rashford does.
He's in the top 5 youth of the world, bro. Top five in this position. I don't want to hear anything. But we'll argue it another time. We'll do it another time.
Right. Aiden and Alex, we're going to let you guys go. But before you do go, Alex, who's the man of the match and why?
Cavani easily. I was saying that for anyone that used to watch the show years ago when I was on it, I used to absolutely love Falcao, and he was always my dream signing. And Cavani seems to be what we thought we were getting when we got Falcao. So Cavani easy.
Cool. Aiden, do you agree with Cavani man of the match, or you got a different opinion?
Yeah, got to agree with that. I think one thing we've lost is the mentality. We need some older players to get us through those games. That's exactly what a title-winning squad, a good squad needs. So I think, 33 years old, doesn't matter, getting the experience, exactly what we need. 2 goals. Great. That's my opinion.
Big up yourselves. You know what? I like that little duo there. That's a nice little nice little return to the action, Alex. A good game to pick. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Aiden, as always, man. I'll see you hopefully midweek.
These lot,
Cool.
All right, cool. See you later, though. Look at this. Now, these lot, before you bring the man them in, these lot are not having my Rashford at his age, in that age group.
I spoke to you about this already. We've done this.
I don't care.
Yeah, but you won't hear it. You just
I won't hear it, bruv. Because I say, tell me a player that scored in big games.
I know. I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying. Listen.
I don't want to hear this nonsense from you.
We could do a whole show of this.
Listen, we could. Let's see.
We argued about it on the flipping phone, and what I'm saying,
so no one was there. It was just me and you.
No one was there, and now it's coming. Now it's in public. This is in public because you won't hear it. But I'm just trying to say, just relax. Like we all love Marcus Rashford. There's nothing to do with calling him.
We argued for an hour about this, so there's no point.
All right, cool. Do you know what? I'm bringing in the man then because I don't even like you. Right now.
What's up?
Oh, what are you saying, man?
What's going on? What's good?
KG was just about to really wind me up. So
let's not take the show there. These men are happy.
KG is related to Rashford. Just to tell everyone, man. You've got some sort of shares in that, KG, man.
Related.
You're related.
Listen, Dom and AG, big up yourselves. Just quickly, Bobby says, I'm loving the show, guys. PSG Wednesday night, we move. And Paul Not Nice says, thoughts on buying Adama Traore from right wing. We'll talk about that later on. Okay, and we've done that one from Oscar. Neji,
yes, sir.
Big win, man. Big win. And you know what? Being 2-0 down, I'm going to be completely honest. At halftime, I thought best thing is a draw here at best. I couldn't see us scoring 3 second-half goals personally, but we did do it. How you feeling?
Bro, you know what? Yeah, I can't even. I feel like everyone was on the negative flex. I came out thinking I still feel we can do this. And you know me, yeah, I like to go in depth and just think, you know what, is this possible? Today, for the first time, brethren, first time I've ever felt where I can go, you know what? I actually feel we can get a result here. And I don't know where that came from, but I've got to trust my instinct, but I felt like even though 2-0 down, we could still go out there and get the result. And I just had a feeling, bro, that we could do it. And I think I tweeted something regarding, remember Van Persie? I said if Cavani gets a hat-trick, I expect to see Cavani and Van Persie memes go like flooding up Twitter. I expect it. Because remember his Southampton game last time, he got a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, it felt like that game. I'll be honest. So yeah, man, I'm happy, bro.
He had a similar impact, 2 goals and an assist, not far off a hat-trick. Dom, like how are you feeling? I mean, look, it is about, do you know what? It is about being positive. It is about celebrating wins, especially from 2-0 down. But some people, a lot of people saying, you know what? Yeah, just don't get too carried away. Paper never cracks, etc., etc. How you feeling?
First of all, I just want to big up all the different Man United tops we got in here. What's going on? It's like freaking Sports Direct.
Come on.
Sports Direct here.
Yeah, bro.
I got a trading top, man.
Yeah.
You know what, right? I watched that game, and if you took a picture of me after the first half and after the second half, 2 different pictures. First half, I was like, and then second half, honestly, like, this game was interesting, right? Because if you really break it down, the first half we were dreadful, man. Dreadful. And I say dreadful because I'm being honest, right? If you think about it, we were dreadful. People could say we had some good passing plays and so forth like that. But if you go down 2-0, you flop the half. It's rubbish. You haven't turned up. You haven't given your employers what they need, right? Second half, I saw something at the end that made me feel like the old days. You know when we got Hernandez with a back header? Remember that back header that Hernandez did?
Yeah.
No one should be doing that, right? And I had this thing with Cavani on the pitch. He just got this little thing where he just wants to just get in there a little bit, get in bodybuilder talking. I'll take that. My name's Dominic, man. Dominic, all right?
He's
wham, bro.
It's one of those things, right?
Caramel dumplings for
that's it, chicken dumplings. It's one of those things, yeah. It's one of those things where I feel like we've got that little bit of fight back. And I'm not going to get all gassed and say, yes, we're back. Come on, man. We were 2-0 down against Southampton. I was ringing my mum. But now I'm in a situation where I feel like take every game by game, analyze the breakdown, analyze where we can improve, and just take each game by game. I don't want us to rule off the game and say win, lose, draw, win. No. Take each game as it comes and see how we can improve. With Rashford, KG, I'm talking to you right now, man. Rashford's got a long way to go. He's a baller. But he's got so much growth to do. But I'm lucky that he's on our team. I'm just so glad that we've got him. And then we can make him better.
Listen,
that's me, man.
All right, cool. Listen,
Rashford's in the position. Rashford's in a position where I feel like don't people go, oh, you're comparing 2 players. I'm not saying Rashford is Ronaldo. What I'm on about when it came to his growth period. When Fergie was saying, louder step overs, make sure you make that final ball, make sure you get there. I feel that's where Rashford is now. And that's just me personally. And he does need to make that final pass because he can't be doing that, man. Like, I know you're offside and you check your offside runs, but you're 2-0 down, you square that to Cavani.
Yeah, you got
the team first, you get the goal. He's got to learn that, but he's young. He's 22, and I feel like he's in a position where he can just go and learn, man. So go on, KG, man.
Man, you lot, don't get me started. First things first, I need to appreciate the combination you had. The condom hat with the dropping the bomb. That's crazy. You've won. You've won the battle. Right now, I'm ordering 40.
You know why? You know why it's not fair? Because he actually does modeling, fam, and all this. Like,
who's a model, fam?
You know what I mean, fam? That's not fair.
Who told you this, bro?
Bro, we see you.
How do we know that wasn't a stylist who done that?
Nah, bro, it's just me, you know. Big man thing, it's just me.
But let's get into this. Let's really, because you don't talk this Rashford talk, and it's frustrating. It is frustrating.
Go on, KG.
Why is it frustrating? Why is the truth frustrating?
Turn up.
Why is the truth? Why you can't handle the truth? You can't handle the truth.
No, I can handle the truth. Now let's get into this thing, Break this down, with me. You look. Let's go on a journey. young Rashford comes into the team. Yeah, he's thrusted into like starlight, limelight. Yeah, he's actually the storyline for the Fever. You know that Fever story mode. That's his.
Oh
life.
yeah, that's Rashford all day long, man.
Now we're gonna move things forward. So he's scoring goals. He's now plays against people. Question him: is he good enough? Is he this? Every time he's played against big teams, comes in, scores a goal. PSG, when we're all wondering, worrying and stuff, scores a goal. Even today, how everyone was saying, cussing him, important moment in the game. Because if he doesn't pass that ball and he doesn't get that assist, bro, we don't go home with anything. We're not celebrating here. And people forget, there's so many times that he's done that. He's mashed up people. City, remember that Liverpool, all these teams, bro. So now
he's done it.
Hold on, let's go now. Now we're going to look at the trajectory of Greenwood, yeah? Greenwood, similar to Rashford, yeah? In the position, what's happened? Media pressure, very difficult to take. Even Greenwood right now, we can say that his lack of form is due to what's going on around him. Do you know how hard it is to be a youngster at one of the biggest clubs in the world and keep your head and keep getting level up? Got thicker. They was talking about Lingard and how that might be bad for him. You're seeing this guy continually grow. Now, what we need to say is, you know what? This is a very special young player. Get behind him because this guy is only in his early 20s, bro. The stats match it. Last season, great goal return. Yeah, we wouldn't have finished in the position that we finished had it not been for Rashford. People forget these things. I'm dropping the bomb for myself, bro.
KG, let me ask you.
I don't think anyone disagrees with what you're saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's why he's in the know, but he's in. We need to remember that is to be that person, to be that player. Yeah, at a time when the team was so bad. Yeah, under so many different managers, a lot of players have gone backwards. Not Rashford. He's only continued growing.
Yeah, I agree with
and
that.
then off the pitch as well. Look what we're seeing. Do you know how hard it is to be that young player, bro?
100%.
We should celebrate that and support that, bro. Uncle for life.
You know what? I'm not even arguing against you. I'm with you, man. I'm like, you're preaching to me. I've read that book, man. It's one of those situations where I feel like we just want Rashford to just reach his full potential. That's what that's all we want. We just want Rashford to reach it. When he's in that ball, he can pass to Cavani. Just pass the ball. You'll look better. That's what separates Rashford and Sancho. Sancho's output is just he knows when to pass. You know those passes that you don't really see coming in, and just pass it with the outside of his little toe. Those little passes that just come out last minute. That's what we want from Rashford. I want the boy.
Do you want him to be? Some people are waiting for him to be the complete finished article. Remember, let's say Rashford's playing for another club in Europe somewhere, got a different type of last name, same player though. The money that we will be trying to spend for this player. We were trying to sign mad players all season before, you know. People were talking about Kai Havertz. Remember Pepe. Look at the Man United fans that wanted Pepe.
Pepe's dead, bro.
Let's not rewind it. Don't rewind it. We saw Pepe's little stats when he was playing at his team, and we were checking on Twitter. When is he coming? When is he coming? Announce Pepe. Arsenal get him. We're all crying. Now look at Pepe.
I don't know what Man United fans you're following, bro.
I weren't crying.
Man United fans are you following, bro?
Don't try.
I don't think Man United. I don't think some thought like, oh, we might. It weren't like the Sancho thing.
No, but I'm saying that what happens is when these players play for other clubs, we might appreciate them more. Really, these players ain't done nothing yet.
I'm not saying people.
KJ, I don't think we're not appreciating Rashford. I don't think that's what it is. I think what it is, people are appreciative of him. That don't get it twisted. And if you're not, then you're an idiot. Let's be honest. I'll put that to your face. You're an idiot.
There's a lot of idiots.
However, many. Drop a bomb when you're ready. But yeah,
you can't ask for the wheeler.
Nah, listen, my name's Graft, bro. I'm Graft on Rap Game, but that's another conversation. Anyway, Rashford, if that's another game, where we need that goal, and it's a bigger team. Let's say PSG, and he starts not making those fine minute passes. Then it's going to be, oh my God, Rashford should have done this, and this. And let's be honest, he's good enough to make those passes anyway. We're not asking anything that we know we're not asking to do anything that we don't expect he can do. We know he can do that. We know he can just lay that little pass off. I think it was the last game we played against Istanbul, Busha, Loco, whoever they were, when he should have passed it out to Bruno. Like, if he knocked it out to Bruno's squaring that straight across to Cavani gets a tap in. It's those moments that he needs to work on. It's not hate. It's not a lack of appreciation. It's constructive.
Let me just get the super chat spread up. It's been a while. Dylan Taylor says 4 a.m. in Australia and I woke up for work, watched the highlights already. Southampton are a good footballing side. It's a good win. Ollie. Jazzy says, what are your thoughts on Mason? Massive dip in form since international incident. Younger player syndrome? Question mark. I think we just got to be patient. Yeah, he's not. He's not there yet. He's got into a good position today. He should have scored 2 goals today, or had a goal and assist, whichever way you want to see it. And ended up with either. I think you just keep patient with Mason and hopefully he shows his potential. Maxim says, I think that Greenwood needs to play with the under 23s to have confidence. Let him score goals in the under 23s, then he'll be back with a fresh mind, rebooted. I think it's very good. When you score nearly 20 goals at senior level for Man United, I think if you go back into the under 23s for any period of time, I feel like it could regress you. Me personally, I feel like I think he's done enough. I know people say it's one good season, and that's valid. But for me, I think you have to come out of men's football. Kids football. Like you don't let it get back. The standards are so high in the men's game, from training to playing games. Like, you know, he could even play against some of the easier sides that we play in men's football, and that could get him back going again. You don't go drop down and then he scores 5 goals in the game, thinks he's the man again, steps back up and has to play Chelsea away, and it's like, oh, I'm running into Thiago Silva. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like I respect what you're saying. You kind of, it's coming from a good place of you just want him to get his confidence back. But I feel the way to do, you're a senior player, and yes, he's still young, but I think throwing him backwards might give him a few mixed messages. Look, you're training with the best players. You've scored nearly 20 goals last year at senior level. You don't go back in the under 23s for me. Do you not agree with that? Or?
Totally. He's just getting through a lot. I want to ask you lot this question before. I'm not being petty, but someone in the free seats, said, listen, Rashi has 136 goals plus assists at 23 years old. Just saying. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Right, let me say this, KG. Let me say this.
Why are you getting involved, bro?
You know what?
Why do you think you need to say that? I don't get it.
It's all about equal opportunities, and everyone else has had their say on the Rashford thing. Can I have mine? Am I allowed to say something?
No, you've been having you spoke to me for an hour about this.
Can I have something? So why was you allowed to carry on with it then?
I was just asking him a question, and
you went on a monologue and gave yourself bombs. You wasn't asking no question.
Hey, you did give yourself bombs.
What time is it? What's going on? Are you okay?
You know what? You're lucky there's 8 minutes left, and I want them.
That's right. I need to ask him. This is a serious question now.
No, you're like waiting for Tuesday.
What would you give Oli? We haven't done like a player ratings in a minute. What would you give some of these players? I just want to see where we are with this thing. So, first things first, though, I want you lot to give Oli the player rating. Let's go.
What?
Ladies first, man. I'm a gentleman, bro. You first, fam.
Oh, that is so tough. All right, let me just say this real. Okay. I'm going to give Oli a rating of... All right, let's say that people coming at 5, right? You're middle of the ground, you park your car, you're at 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give him a 6. 6.
Soft. You're soft.
No, I'm going to give him a 6. Let me
soft.
No. Let me explain why. No. Mate, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not scared of nobody. I'll tell you that right now. I'm gonna give him a 6, and I'll tell you why. All right, you come in at 5, okay? You literally sit down. You got 5, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He went down to about 3 in that first half. He didn't know what he was doing. All right. Then he brought on his subs. He came back up to a 5. I was like, okay, cool, because he's actually doing subs earlier. I'm thinking, okay, he's actually not waiting to the 89th minute. And then we got the goals, and I'm thinking, okay, am I going to push this guy up to a 6? Okay, it was still shaky, but we won the game. Do you know what I'm talking about? So how can I give this guy less than 5 if we've won the game and his subs made a difference? Talk to me, man. Don't talk to me.
I'm going to give you some lyrics, brethren. Second down in the building. Me there. All right.
So people are not happy with what you did, by the way. People are not happy with the Oli 6. I just want to let you know, free seats, they're getting crazy. They're cussing you.
Brethren. Listen, let me land right now. How can Oli get a rotted 6? Sorry. No, I shouldn't say the R word. How can Oli get a 6, man? That's disrespectful for every angle. If Oli gets it wrong today, people were giving him a 3 just from his team selections previously. He started at 5, team selection comes out, man gets a 3 because they're thinking he shouldn't be playing, he shouldn't be playing, he shouldn't be playing. Oli's come with the right team to go, you know what? Okay, as I said before, 1 or 2 players here or there you probably want to switch, but you're not going to get the perfect 11 as a fan. But he was close enough to go, this team is the team to get results. I didn't see anyone complain. I'm normally complaining. I never complain, but I'll be honest. So I was thinking, this team's decent. He's listened to the fans. He's listened to himself. He's going, you know what? Need to keep Donny in from full 90 minutes. Need to play him with Bruno. Need to play him on that pitch. We need to get those chances created. He set up that team to win. The team performed so well. We created the most easiest chances I've ever seen us miss this season so rapidly. Ollie's not on the pitch. He's not wearing football boots no more. So he is not at fault for not putting the ball in the net. If he puts the ball in, tell me again, if he puts the ball in the rotted net, we're not having this conversation. Because we're thinking, he set up the team right, we're happy with the team selection, they dominated Southampton, we're better than Istanbul, Bushikaki, and then we're ready to go. So now we're getting to the second half. Normally, Ollie's getting drilled 80 minutes because he's taken Van der Beek off and he's not brought him on.
No, you've done too much. You've done too much, bro. Listen, right now, Dominic's injecting protein, bruv. He doesn't know what to do with himself, bruv.
No, I'm ready. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm Mike Tyson out here. Mike Tyson, I'm still in the ring, bro. I ain't finished.
No, wait. I got injected. You've had a nice. You've had a nice Malcolm X moment.
It's been
Let me
nice.
talk now, right?
Great. I want it to be great. It hasn't been nice and be great. Let me finish. Anyway, so Van der Beek, stays on the whole pitch. He stays for the whole time. He's kept the most creative players on that pitch to go and grind out the result. Normally, he's making substitutions 8 minutes and we're getting vexed. Yeah? I'm getting vexed. You know what he did at half time? He went, listen, I want the result this time. Half time, Cavani, get on. Greenwood, come off of the pitch. He comes straight off the pitch, Cavani come on, he's like, right, watch and know. I'm going to score 1 goal and 2 goals and then get an assist. And I'm going to jerk chicken in at the Dutch pot and done. He come on, he slapped it, Listen, Ollie did everything right. The players just needed to kick themselves up the arse and kick themselves up the behind and sort it out, bro. He did his job. He gets an 8.
You ain't even giving a player rating, which is mad still.
That's what I'm saying.
I just said 8. Right at the end, I said 8.
Okay, cool.
Wait, bro. 8.
We gotta do your one because I want to keep this. I want to actually quickly do like quick ratings. Flex, what's yours? Ollie rating, go.
You got to give him a 7.
Wicked. Let's do the hair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the hair 6.
Yeah, 6. I agree with that.
Anyone else?
I'll say 5.
5. NG.
8.
Okay. Let's
see. We gave him bombs and that. A man's dropping the finest of Jamaican cuisine. He did.
Wait, are we still on Ollie?
No, right. You're still on Ollie. No, you're mad. Okay,
Mr. Hair.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. 5. Move on.
Let's go.
6.
6.
4.
Hey, wow.
Saying it, man. Controversial,
bro. I can't even hear who you're saying, bro.
I said Dominic. I said Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Bissaka,
Dom said 4. Dom said 4.
Yeah,
what are you saying?
I'm saying a 4, bro. He frustrated the hell out of me today.
Next one.
Move on.
Let's go. Lindelof.
6.
5.
Nah, they done their jobs today, man. 6.
They did their jobs, but that's standard behavior. He didn't get an assist. Didn't make that big pass over the top. Like, he just did his job. I expect that. So 5.
I thought Lindelof was all right. Maguire, I'd give him a 5 because for me, I want my captain to go bun what Ollie's saying about all of this flipping thing. I'm gonna go and get Vestergaard or the guy who scored because I'm big man out here and I'm just gonna. You lot can do your zonal thing, but I'm having him, and it's the same thing against Van Dijk.
KG, this guy is saying KG and Dom out, right? Because I gave I don't know what you gave, but I must have given Ollie a 6. Let me tell you where this comes from in terms of Ollie's 6, right? Just to put this perspective. I feel like we've lowered the expectations of what we want to do and where we want to go, right? Any normal game, if we go and play, I don't know, Brighton and we beat them 2-0, I'm giving Ollie a 7, right? Because it's Brighton. Okay, we're Manchester United. We need to be playing better. Don't. In this situation, we played a bad first half, right? And we were losing 2-0. He came back and brought it to a good situation, right? So for me, it's a 6-7 max. Anything over that, I think you got to just bring yourself down.
You gave Aaron Wan-Bissaka a 4. I can't. Everything you're saying right now, I don't even know what's going on.
Wait a minute.
I'm listening. Had to have a 4. Okay,
you can't be related to Rashford and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, KG. You related to
Tell me why more.
All right, no, it's fine. You know what? No, let's keep going because I like where we're going. All
right, quick, let's go. Left back. Tell us.
6.
5.
6. Let's move forward. Next one.
Fred.
9.
7.
6. I can't do halves. Yeah, 6.
9, man.
I remember Sakura 4. You are wicked.
No, I'm on it today, KG.
God is to punish you. No.
I'm on it, man.
Yeah, they said God punish you. God punish that.
On it, man. Honestly, Fred was so underrated. He did so much today. He did so much today.
Fred was sick, man.
I can't.
How you giving free kicks away to the most deadliest free kick taker?
Yeah,
wow, and he just gave him a 9. Nah,
you get me, brother.
nah.
Dominic, he's not a 9.
Go, you don't know.
Dominic is wild.
Of course he's not. Man. I just want to show the sort of levels I want players to play at. I'm trying to get the balance.
Wow. Cool.
Matic, what are you giving Matic?
Ooh.
I'll give him a 7. Me.
I'm gonna put my bias to one side and give him a 6. He vexed me, but I'm gonna put
Yeah,
my bias to one side. 6.
I'll go for a 6 too.
I don't mind it. I think he is almost he's borderline 7 to be honest, because them little moves that he was doing, literally breaking through and passing it on, very nice. Controlled the midfield. I think it's a strong 7 for me. Strong 7
for me. There's no debate. In my opinion, I think he played a good game. Bruno.
7. It would be a high 7. It would be a high 7, but I'll give him a 7.
If he didn't score that goal, I would have given him a 4.
Whoa!
I can't believe what. I wish we had more time because you lot are saying a madness. Do you know what we're gonna do? The last 15, we have to get into player ratings. Because
we have to, man.
What we'll do is we can maybe look. This. Let me just say this in context because we've already gone an hour. We've got to finish the stream here. But listen, you know me. I don't ever get into the whole like, oh, Bruno's not doing nothing. He always gives away the ball. I understand where we were before Bruno came and the type of player we were screaming out for. And I've been I'm always as big as advocate. I won't have any slander on Bruno. But you know me. I won't just look at things blindly. In this game before he scored, was he wasteful? Just answer the question.
Yeah, Bruno's always wasteful.
Right. I know that. I know. I'm not talking about the whole. Let's talk about this one game. Yeah, today. Was he wasteful?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Should he have scored?
You missed. You had
2 yards away, bro.
Should he have scored?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Did he give the ball away like quite a bit? Like trying, not just trying like a thing half, like just doing like quite
simple
mad stuff.
Yeah.
He does that all the time. It's wasteful.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you take away the goal
and the assist.
KG, that's naughty. That was naughty.
You know what it is though, because you know what it is. It's one of them. That's one of them technical assists.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's an assist. It's a goal. Listen. It's a goal involvement. So I said 7. I'll give him a 7. But the way how angry he made me at times in the game, maybe I'm still angry from it. Do you know what I'm really angry from? Do you know what I'm so angry when he done that. He tried to lob the keeper for about 35 yards.
Yeah, and that's just so stupid, man.
Yeah, but if that goes in, bro, you're thinking, Ross.
And I don't want to hear, but what if it went in? No. Wow.
KG's face, he is
When he done that, yeah, we're 2-2 and it's like the 88th minute, and I'm like, keep the ball moving, let's go. I see a ball flying over. This is me. No. What are you doing? That's what I done.
I have to allow him to do them things if I know he's going to have a return like he normally does. Because I know he knows he's going to get other chances. So he's good enough to go, let me just try it anyway. And then if it doesn't happen, I know I'm going to get up the end of a pitch. And he did.
Bro.
You're from the school at LBG, Flex. You're from the school at LBG.
I'm not trying to hate. Because this is what's so frustrating, yeah? It's like, because Bruno is so good and so influential to us, it's like, as soon as you say a little bit about his game, it's like, you can't say that. Like, oh my God, how dare you?
You could not say that.
No, I'm saying like, in general.
Flex, you're triggered today. You
know what happens? It goes from, it's like, there's too many, there's one side that's like, they're just going at Bruno all the time. And I'm like, hold on a minute. He's our best player. Relax. Like, you're talking absolute class. Yeah. Then there's the other side that's like, nah, don't say like one tiny thing like about, like, don't say, like, don't nitpick. I'm saying, was that a bad decision to do that? That's what I'm saying. Was it?
Of course it was a bad decision, but we all make bad decisions. And if you're going to have a return like you're in the game, it's not like, that's the only thing he did in the game that was bad, and that cost us.
That was not the only thing he done in bad in the game.
Yeah, of course. It's like there's loads of stuff, but for me, I feel the reason he tried that is because his mentality in terms of. I feel like
he always wants it. So one thing I do say about Bruno,
I don't think it was a hopeless shot, bro. I'll be honest. I don't think it was hopeless. I think he genuinely believed he could get it.
Mate,
He always believes. But the thing is that gets me, is the fact that actually, when these things don't come off, it looks bad. It looks very, very bad. But you have to also say to yourself, well, is that a good thing to be doing consistently? No, it's not.
How many shots has he had from outside the box like that?
KG still thinks Rashford's flipping. Don't
flex. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
You got to take KG. No one's listening to what he thinks. But what I want to say, and the last thing is this, Bruno is that he had such a say over the games. He should have. This is not about him being dropped. This is me just saying, he done some mad stuff. And if he didn't score and assist, then you would be saying that.
Can you smell that? Can you smell that? I feel like KG's cooking something, man. He's cooking something.
Cooking some
You know what's so funny? I'm so happy because I've been that person. Flex has been getting crazy. No Flex is on the bench in it. Mad splinters. Now Flex is mad.
Flex is nuts. That's what Bruno always does. If you don't like him, stick with Matter and Ricky. And this is what I mean. Wasam for salmon. Like
what?
Wasam for salmon.
Interesting
name.
That's a raw.
I mean, I can't say nothing about my name.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean about that comment. Like you're not listening to what I'm saying. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'd give Bruno a 7, an 8. Would you give him a 10?
My 10 for Cavani. I'm saving my 10 for Cavani. What I'm gonna give Bruno an 8 because I think he's amazing. And Cavani gets a 10 just because. What a G, what a guy. Love the celebration, love the energy. He's come here with something to prove. Even the PSG manager says, maybe I shouldn't have sold him. It's crazy.
Look, I'm just going to be honest, right? I just want to do a disclaimer quickly. I caught the reckless bug from KG today. I said some things I might regret, right? But all I'm trying to do with my flex comment for 9, right? And my friend comment for 9, look, I felt sorry for him. No one ever talks about Fred, so I just wanted to boost him up a bit. He ain't a 9. But I'm just putting it out there.
Cool. That's cool.
So what was your realistic score then?
Oh, realistic 7, man.
Okay. Wicked. We like that.
Blessings.
AG, how much would you sell Fred for now?
128 million.
I saw you did that.
Listen, we gotta go back to the Liberties. We've been
Let's go. Guys, thanks for coming on. We go again Wednesday, which is my birthday, so hopefully we can get the W there.
We're gonna win, bro.
Against PSG. Let's roll on, man. Who was the man of the match today? Do we all agree it's Cavani? 2 goals.
Cavani all day, every day.
Cavani.
There you go. El Matador. We'll leave on that one from the Free Seats. Dry Frenzy says El Matador, golden boot incoming. Wow, big statement.